Just scrolled into the Wide Open Wednesday live broadcast. That's right. Yours truly, Nitro Nick Leeds and America's Mechanic Fred Fletcher. We're going to go over all the local racing, and we're going to have some special guests along the way. Could be drivers, could be some of the great people that we have in our racing community, or it could be you. You never know. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being a part of Wide Open Wednesday. We'd like to thank all our sponsors and everybody involved here. Thanks for stopping in. We hope you enjoy the show.
That was the other thing I told Nick Marco when he was at the shop, and he was telling me all the shit about talking.
wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing.
I
No?
screwed up. Now we got sound.
Oh, we do.
Now we got sound because I had the microphone muted for music and stuff. So,
All right.
way-
How about now, Don?
how about now? How about live with Memorex? Me and Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Fletcher is going to go away next week, so I'm going to have the keys to the hospital. He's going to let the patient take over. Oh boy.
I need to have a guest up here in my absence and keep an eye on him.
Now we're on. Yeah, that was my fault, Don. I'm sorry. Thank you for being a crash test dummy again. Tonight we have a wonderful show set up for you. We have Shannon Slaughter going to come on. Of course, she's the only woman to win a feature at Grandview in a full-bodied car. She's at school right now at college, so we're going to talk to her, and we're going to have some fun with her. Definitely going to have some fun with her. She's pretty cool. So Don Allen's not the only one in here. We got people on Facebook. We got people on Wide Open Wednesday YouTube page, and we got people on Low Down Entertainment. Joe Adams is going to pay us a visit, I believe. And now we have another outlet.
We can go. We got Wide Open for anybody else that wants to come on.
Yep. So we'll.
Anybody wants to talk about anything?
Racing, and we got some big news that just got out over the Facebook airwaves that we're going to talk about. We're going to let that rest for a minute. Yeah. I just send Shannon the link, and hopefully she'll catch that link and she'll come in the green room. We'll feed her some stuff and get her in here.
Earl's tied up again, so he won't be on here, and a few other people. But if anybody, we have plenty of time tonight.
Yes, we have plenty of time till Fred starts getting sleepy and
hungry.
You know, Fred runs a business. He runs Fletcher's Garage. If you have any problems with your car and you need some stuff done,
I would have a beer. Right. I would have a beer here, but Nick drank it the other day.
I drank it the other day when I was playing technician, and I apologize. So, Nancy, if you're listening, Fred needs a garage beer. We got plenty at home. All right, we have somebody waiting in the wings, and we're going to bring her in. And look at, oh my goodness, she just made us look good automatically. Look at this. How about that? It is Shannon Slaughter. And Shannon, I know you were on Low Down and Dirty. And did Joe behave himself? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well, you know that. See, Joe can behave himself once in a while. You know what I mean? But you picked the toughest racetrack to race at, and then you go there and you win, and you make all the boys look bad. So, do you realize what you did at Grandview? Has that sunk in yet?
Not really. I feel like I just go there every week and race, and that was just an incredible night. So,
have you always wanted to do this? I mean, was this something that mom and dad said, all right, we're going to get a race car, we're going to go racing? How did all this start with you?
You mean like in general?
Yeah.
So No, my dad actually never wanted me racing. He used to race back in the day.
Okay.
Same with my mom and my brother and a bunch of other family members, but my dad didn't really want me to get into it because it's dangerous. But then when I was like 13, 14, I convinced him to get me a go-kart.
Okay.
And yeah, and that's how that started. So,
Well, you go to college, right?
yep.
College is dangerous now. So I think
That's
you're
true.
safer in a race car than you are at college nowadays. I mean, it's crazy the way the world is, the way things are going in our country. You got to have a bodyguard with you wherever you go.
Yeah.
But for you to win a feature event in a full body car at Grandview, and you're racing with some of the best sportsman racers there. And how did you feel after winning that race? You had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty great. That was like the best night of my racing career, I'd say for sure. Yeah, my whole family was up. I had some family visiting from out of state, so they've never seen me race the modified yet. So that was pretty cool to win when they were all there.
Now, this team is your family's team. Did you drive for somebody else before you put your own team together?
Yeah, so last year I ran a season for Kenny Gilmore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Kenny Gilmore very well. They're a very nice family.
Yeah.
They've been a mainstay at Grandview forever. Yeah, that's a pretty good team to drive for. Then you get in your own car and you have your own ideas what you want to do and how you want to do it, and you go out there and you win. Now, any other people in your family raced, or is it just you?
Yeah, my brother still races. He runs micro sprints.
Okay. Now, your career progression came from go-karts, 270s, 600s, now in sportsman. You went through all those levels. What are your challenges now that you're in the big car? Of course, you've won, so that's out of the way. But as of now, moving forward, what do you think your challenges are going to be moving forward now?
Finances are always a challenge. It's just me and my dad, really. And we've had some sponsors come on board, so that's great. But car setup and equipment is just really our biggest struggle. We can't afford to put brand new shocks, brand new tires, all this stuff on the car all the time. So we just kind of run what we have. The only set of shocks that we own for the modified are the ones on the car. So, and they're not even for like they're not like set up to run like how the car is supposed to be. We just kind of bought the car and run the shocks and just adjust the air pressure to kind of work as good as it can. So
now, if there's anybody out there listening, here's a golden opportunity. You can put your name on her car. She needs some shocks, some tires. There's always somebody out there, so you always got to present yourself in a good light. So, and you're not bad looking. You're easy on the eyes, so that helps too. I mean, you don't have a big old scruffy beard. Your hair ain't all messed up, so that helps out too. But you race at Grandview. There's a lot of cars there. Like I said in the beginning, it's not easy to race at Grandview, and you're going to college. So how do you balance going back to school now and doing the racing thing? Racing is probably going to be over in what, a month?
Yeah. So college just started back up about a week ago for us. It's definitely busy like now until I'd say mid-October. Basically all I do is school, work, and race. Like I don't have much of a life outside of that until the season comes to an end. And even then I'll just be working on the weekends. So basically until my college is over, my schedule is just pretty booked.
But I can see.
And then after school, all you have is work and race.
Yep.
See that? Yep. My partner's got the right idea. Fred, I think, it's pretty neat that she won the race at Grandview. That's pretty cool. Then she went on Joe's show, and I'm sure Joe hit her with a bunch of questions and everything else. Your season goals as of right now, what do you plan on doing for the rest of the year, and are you going to run any big shows at the end of the year?
Yeah, we're going to finish out the year at Grandview. There's not many left. And then the 38er, we're going to try that.
You ever thought about coming to New Egypt?
Yeah, I thought about it when we first got the car. It's just a bit of a drive.
Yeah.
So maybe if the schedule allows for it, we'll go out there at the end of the season. I'm not sure how late their season runs. Do they run in October?
Yeah.
They have a couple shows. We have a couple special shows. Fred
Okay.
has a vintage car that he runs, and yeah, we're going right into October, right?
24th. I
Yeah.
think October 18th too, or something like that.
But
Okay.
you're
And
more than welcome to come down. If you're not racing, you can come down and check the place out before you come there and terrorize the boys. But no, I think it's pretty cool what you did. I think that's a hell of an accomplishment. There's a lot of girls that are racing now that are coming up in our sport. And the guys, I see it in New Egypt, the guys are helping the girls. It's not like it
Mhm.
used to be, oh, a woman, put her all the way down in the bottom pits. We don't want nobody to see her.
Yeah.
But, now they realize that you guys are equal and you have talent and you can get the job done. And you've proved that. So if they got attitudes, you're going to have to adjust them because you're not
Yeah, we'll
going
adjust them.
anywhere. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. So now reflecting back on your win, I guess that's your best memory so far, right?
Yeah, I'd say.
Did you win any micro sprint races when you ran a micro?
I won a couple of micro midget races for my friend's team, and then we just I ran a lot of Lanco, Clyde Martin. I don't know if you've heard of that track.
Mm-hmm.
The competition is pretty stacked there every week. So for the years I've been running there, I've gotten second a million times, gotten third, gotten podiums, heat wins, quick times, everything, but I never won one there.
Do you still have a micro?
Yeah, we have a 600 micro still.
Well, do you plan on coming to Trenton for the indoor show?
I did it 2 years ago. I would like to hit that again, but we'll see if I can with school. I'm not sure.
Well, hopefully you'll get everything straightened out to where you can come to Trenton and be with us in Trenton. That would be cool. We usually set up something at Trenton, but Motorsports comes around. If we don't get to see you before then, come to the Wide Open Wednesday table and see us at Motorsports. We'll interview you there. We know you're at school. We appreciate you taking out the time to be with us tonight. And good luck in whatever you do from the rest of the year. And if you get a chance to come to New Egypt, come see us.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no
Thanks for
problem.
coming on.
We appreciate it. Thanks. And we'll see you soon, Shannon. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Shannon Slaughter, the only woman to win a modified race in a sportsman car at Grandview. She got it done. Awesome. Awesome. So now, I guess I'm going to have to remind my cohort here. See what we can do with this guy. Get this guy to. We got to send Billy. I guess we got to send him
let Billy go.
the link again.
Well, next week we should have a special guest. Since I won't be here, I'll be out in Cincinnati, and so I'll call in. I'll get on here and
Yes.
Facebook Live, and if you don't want to miss it, I'm going to have my father with me on there. So a lot of people know my dad from the way back days. Working with Billy Osmond and Kerry Schloter and all those guys way back in the 70s, or just the 70s. We stopped in the early 80s, but yeah, a lot of people they stop me because they see the name and they say, "Are you related to Fred Fletcher?" Yeah, obviously, it's my father.
Yeah, that
But-
one guy at Motorsports, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was very excited to see me. He actually used to work with my dad on Kerry's car.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So but it's a lot of fun, and so next week I'll call in probably about 6:20 after Earl, and you'll meet my dad if you don't already know him.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool because I haven't had a chance to meet Fred's father, and I want to meet his dad. I wanted to meet him in person. I'm sure I will.
Yeah, I wanted him to come out while I was running. One of the vintage runs. He has come out and watched me run the Kenny Wallace car, but me running my own car is something special for me, and I thought it'd be something special for him. But like he says, as he gets older, the road is getting longer and longer, and that is a long ride from Cincinnati to here. He's about 25 miles north of Cincinnati, up in the sticks. But yeah, it's a long ride. So
All right.
I'm going to go out there and
Yeah,
I'll put
well,
him
you're
on
going to
next
get a
week.
chance to see Pop, bring him out here. All right, this guy is driving. This guy never stops, but I finally got a chance to get him in here, and we'll get a chance to talk to him. Kid Chaos, Kyle Koretsky. He's got that look in his face because he's concentrating. Are you on the turnpike or are you around home?
Nah, I'm around home, guys. Thanks a lot for having me tonight.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for coming on. We've been wanting you on here for a while. Kyle, you
have big things happening at Maple Grove. September is like the busiest month at Maple Grove Raceway. And tell us what's going on over there, man. You got some big things happening.
Yeah, we got some big events. We had some big news just launched this morning at 10 o'clock. Sorry, I'm driving, so I'm not 100% looking at the camera. But yeah, it was September 12th to the 14th. We have the NHRA Nitro Fish NHRA 40th national event at Maple Grove. So that's pretty huge for us. Teams working really hard. If you
You must be real
Everyone's
quick.
calling me. If you saw, you hear me, Nick?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you, Kyle.
gotcha.
Yep.
Yep. If you saw the internet kind of,
Yeah, everybody's trying to call you, Kyle, and they're knocking you off.
you got to figure out. Yeah, how do we set it to where they can't call me?
You put do not disturb. There should be a do not disturb on your phone, and that'll knock them off. Like if you drag that down, hit do not disturb, and that should knock them off, and you should be able to just talk to us.
I'm on. I'm on do not disturb.
You're good now. You're nice and clear
All
now.
right, perfect. Yeah, so the internet kind of went viral last week or so when Street Outlaws, well, formerly known Street Outlaws Speed Promotions, canceled the rest of their 2025 season. That was a huge bummer to not only to all the people that are already dedicated, the fans that are already going, but to the drag race community. It's a big part of drag racing. So our team and my family, we decided to step up big and huge. It's I kind of forced it on everybody that we still need to host this event. There's a lot of people coming, a lot of big names in drag racing are going to be coming, and that's what we did. So we launched this morning at 10 o'clock on the Vote. MapleGroveRaceway.com. You can now purchase your tickets for Street Outlaws is coming to Maple Grove.
Now, you not only that, but with the Nationals, with the 40th anniversary of the Nationals, brought to you by Nitro Fish, you're bringing back a lot of the old style Nitro Fish stuff. The people want to see some of the old style Nitro Fish stuff. So you got a lot of souvenirs and stuff that you're going to bring back from way back too, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of new gear. Matt and the team's been working on some cool old, the old school when I was younger, the neon shirts with all the high fluorescent colors, which you dirt car guys are used to. Drag racing world, they don't have anything bright. But we're trying to bring back all the old retro style logos and shirts and hats that it's pretty cool. So that'll all be online for sale. Grab your merch on nitrofish.com. And if you're around town for the Nationals at Maple Grove, definitely should check it out. I think you guys should host the show there live.
I think we're going to do that. I mean, Kyle, I know how you are at work. I know how you are at the track. You're making chicken fingers and fries. You're running around. We're paving the place. We're doing this. Your family needs to be commended on what they did to Maple Grove. They completely turned it around. There's nothing but good things happening there. And people don't know this, but I got an inside scoop. Kyle Koretsky wants to take a ride in a 410 sprint car. So if there's anybody out there that would put Kyle in a 410, he'd be willing to try that. Now, the other question I want to ask you, are you running the FX car during the Nationals?
I think we're going to try. Yeah. It's a lot going on for myself. It's like I said, it's a big event. It's one of our biggest for the year. So it's a lot of, chaos going on, but I feel our team is really prepared. My family is really prepared. I think we're going to make a run at it with Rob Smith Racing. Got me a brand new hot rod, got some good power. Ken Justice is tuning it and keeping the whole show together. And, it's fun. They're a great group of guys that gave me an opportunity to drive, a badass car. I mean, it's things sweet. I left Pro Stock and I really didn't know what my future held with a 5-speed car, and this is pretty much like a little miniature Pro Stock car. So we're excited, and Maple Grove is, you know, a passion for us. Our family loves it, but it's a team, man. It's a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of moving parts, and not just drag racing in general. Like I see like New Egypt, they're getting crushed with rain. Like that is like you see that in the forecast, an owner, a promoter, that's like like heartbreaking. I feel bad for them. I mean, just because we don't, you know, we don't dirt car race or we don't own a dirt car track, I want nothing. I don't wish that upon anybody, promoter, racetrack owner. It sucks. And it's just, it's a weather driven sport, but we need everybody's support. You know, I think a lot of drag racers definitely support dirt car guys. And I think the dirt car guys should come over and check out some drag racing.
Well, the other thing that you started, you know, when you took over Maple Grove, everybody goes to Philadelphia and watches the street racers. You told me when I talked to you about that, you said you give them respect, they give us respect. Now you have these street racers that race on the street. Now they have a place to go and at a regular racetrack, and they love coming there. You get tons of cars, tons of people. Kyle, you hit a home run when you invited all them guys to your racetrack.
Yeah, and you know, we were just brought up that way. You know, everybody, you respect everybody. I don't care if you're, you know, homeless on the side of the road or you're a trillionaire. My dad said you respect everybody with respect, and that's what we do. And you know, we're kind of trying to make Maple Grove a family affair, but you know, whoever wants to come, and everyone says, "Oh, the street racers are no good. They're, you know, they're gangsters, or the import guys, they're gangsters." No, they're not. If you treat them with respect, they'll treat you with respect. I don't care if it's an import car and it's a 4-cylinder, they have just as much money into it as a V8, a rear-wheel drive car. Some of these guys' programs are way more than a rear-wheel drive car. And then same thing with the street racers. Oh, they're street cars. Well, some of them are pretty nasty street cars, and you know, they have a lot of money and they work hard to invest their time in it. So if we can give everybody a place to race, that's a you know, big accomplishment for us.
Yeah, but that's your roots, Kyle. You're a bracket racer. You were a street racer. I won't say where, but I've seen you go down the street a couple times and wail in a couple cars that you've had. I mean, you have accomplished with your family something that you guys need to be commended. I mean, you're all involved. Your whole family's involved. I stopped watching drag racing. Then I started working for you guys. You got me back into watching drag racing. I watch it every weekend, and you're not even racing there anymore. So, because of you, I got back into drag racing, and you guys need to be commended for what you're doing. Now, 1 second here, Kyle. I want you to see this guy. This guy works for you, and his passion is to take care of what needs to be taken care of on the microphone over at Maple Grove. Billy, I have your boss here. Now what do we do?
Hey, Kyle, if you're listening, is there any way you can put a 2-seater in the Factory X course so I can get a ride with you?
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. But Billy is a big part of Maple Grove Raceway and been there longer than we've been there for sure. But Billy, how long have you worked at Maple Grove?
2012 was my first year, the 50th anniversary of this of the track.
All right, so Billy's been there a long time. He's done pretty much all of it. He could do any of it. He is the official voice of Maple Grove Raceway, and we do nothing but respect that guy right there. He gives his heart and soul to the racetrack, and even if we didn't own it, he would still give his heart and soul to it, and he did in the past and continue to do that. So, Billy, we do appreciate everything you do, and I know Nick has you on the show, and don't let him bully you on here.
No, I don't bully him, Kyle.
He doesn't, Kyle.
I knew I couldn't get Kyle every week, so I had to get somebody from Maple Grove to get the highlights and what's going on. And Billy takes care of that every week. Kyle, he comes on here every week. He's definitely a star of our show. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without Billy every week here. So,
yeah, Billy's a very knowledgeable guy, way more than me. So if you want to know what's going on in Maple Grove, that's your guy right there. Because sometimes I gotta call Billy. Billy, what's going on? What we gotta do?
And I appreciate you guys letting me come there for the truck show and do the Keystone Trucking Nationals. I get to announce there and hang out with Billy, and your family let me do that, and I look forward to that every year. I don't miss very many dirt races, but I miss the dirt races for the Nationals, and I miss it for the truck show. I'm dedicated to that. Your brother said you're going to be doing that until you die on the racetrack. So we're going to have some fun. I can't wait. I can't wait for this
Yeah,
month.
it's coming up. That's
Yeah.
coming up September 20th, the Keystone
Yep.
Trucking Nationals.
Yep. And I
So
will be
that's
there. It's cool. Kyle, I
yeah,
appreciate you coming
another
on here. I
event.
know you're busy. You got all kind of stuff to do. Now, if next week, I know you're going to be busier. You ain't going to have a chance to come on here, but maybe the following week we can get some of them outlaw guys to phone in or do what we can do to get them on here.
Yeah, 100%. I think them guys will definitely love to join the show and try to bring some awareness to that event that we got going on in a few weeks. But no, we appreciate you guys, and we look forward to it. Billy, keep it going, all right?
Will do, Kyle. And since you're here, before you go, in case you can't see it very good, there's some fleet publicity for Nitrofish as we get ready to have the Nationals next
That's good.
weekend.
I got my Maple Grove.
I got my Maple Grove hat on, but we didn't touch on one thing. Kyle has 2 kids now, 2 daughters. Congratulations on your new addition, Kyle. But
Thank you.
We
Yeah,
have no name yet, right? We have no name yet, right?
She's fresh. Yeah, nah, no name. No name. We're working on that. It's a very
I figure we do this. We do this, Kyle. You put Nova on one side and you put her on the other side, Chevy Nova.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be divorced before I get married.
All right, Kyle, I'll let you concentrate on your driving. I'll keep Billy here and he'll get us informed. Thanks, Kyle.
You guys, thanks a lot.
See you next week,
brother.
Kyle.
Yep.
See you later. Thank you.
See you guys. Yep. All right, Billy, it's all you, man. What's going on?
Well, as Kyle says, we're ready for next weekend. It's the 40th anniversary of the Reading NHRA Nationals. As you know, last week we had a big announcement. Unfortunately, with the cancellation of Street Outlaws, we decided that we weren't going to just throw in the towel. We decided to invite them back. So for those listening, the Street Outlaws weekend is still taking place on its original weekend. We got a lot of great things coming up. I'm excited already for next weekend. I already have a huge smile on my face. I might have to see a plastic surgeon to wipe that smile off my face after next weekend. But we're all looking forward to next weekend. We have a great 40 moments that we're posting on Maple Grove's Facebook page. That was something that me and Sarah worked on, where we picked on our 40 moments from the first 40 years of the Nationals, which started back in 1985. We've had so many historic firsts at Maple Grove Raceway with the NHRA, and we look forward to celebrating 40 years next weekend.
Yeah, I know you guys got a lot of stuff, a lot of merchandise. Kyle was talking about going back to the good old days. I know you got a lot of things planned. September's going to be a busy month for you, Bill. You might as well just pull a cot up in the tower and just stay there.
Oh, yeah, there's been plenty of times already where I've thought about setting up a little tent and having a little bit of food there and just living up in the tower. But yeah, we're looking forward to this month. It's going to be a busy month. Not only do we have the Nationals, but we also have the Keystone Trucking Nationals, as you and Kyle also said. Also, the Wednesday after the national event, we have a new event that is really much anticipated, Hot Rod Drag Week. You know, that's been around for a while, and we're proud to have it at Maple Grove Raceway this season. And then as we wrap up September, we'll have the Street Outlaws back here again. And then we have another busy month in October. So be sure to check out MapleGroveRaceway.com and all of our social media pages. And we look forward to seeing everybody at the Grove this season.
Bill, you people don't realize that, all right, you're sitting up in the tower, the national event's going on, and you look across the starting line and you see all this sea of people. People have no idea how many people go there, and then they start coming on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, usually Wednesday we start parking for the national event. Also, that's when they start doing a racer registration for all the racers that race in the sportsman categories. But actually, the racing actually starts on Thursday with sportsman qualifying, and then Friday we have sportsman eliminations and some qualifying for them as well. But then the pros start running on Friday. We're doing 2 sessions on Friday, 2 qualifying sessions for the pros on Saturday, and then that leads to race day Sunday. And our goal for this year was to sell out all 3 days. As you know, Maple Grove Raceway, we've had a lot of attendance records when it comes to the national event. Second year we had it in 86, I believe it was. Sunday, we had to turn away over 10,000 people, which led to more grandstands at the national event. We've had over 50,000 there in one day back in the mid-90s. And we just look forward to seeing everybody and helping us celebrate 40 years of the Nationals next weekend.
All right, Bill. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of you on Wednesday next week if you're not too busy, and we'll be able to find out what's going on and doing what we're doing. And hey, I can't wait. I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday, so I'll see you soon.
Yep, I'll see you next week, guys. And also my buddy Anthony, he's doing a car show. I posted on my Facebook pages and also on your pages as well, Nick. So if you have any race cars that would like to be shown at that car show, just click on the link that Nick and I have shared and be sure to reach out to Anthony.
All right, Bill, we'll be talking to you. It was nice to have you and Kyle on here. That was pretty cool. Kyle's going to come back on in a couple weeks with the Street Outlaw guys, and we'll get a couple of them to come on. But it's pretty cool to be able to finally get this worked out to where we can do what we want to do here. Now we can even take phone calls. So I'm pretty excited about the way things are going here. And don't make no mistake, Bill, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without you too.
Absolutely.
Oh, I appreciate that, guys. And I appreciate the kind words from Kyle and his family. You know, it's an honor to work for his family. As you know, both of us were part of Drag Illustrated's 30 Under 30 the same year in 21. So that was a big accomplishment to have both of us on there. And I enjoy working with Kyle and his family. And I always enjoy being a part of your show each week.
All right, brother. Be good, and we'll talk to you later, Bill.
And before I go, there's one more thing I'd have to say. I did go swimming this past weekend, and unfortunately, my floaties and my flippers went missing. So if anyone happens to see any missing floaties or flippers laying around, be sure to send them to me because chances are those belong to me.
What color are they? Are they a bright color?
White and red.
Okay. All right. Well, if somebody sees them floating around, they'll get them back to you, Bill. Have a good night, brother.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
All right. Thanks, Bill. All right, now we got to touch on some stuff that we got to take care of, or we wouldn't be able to do this kind of stuff that we do here. So we got to take care of ourselves.
Let's talk about transmissions for a minute. If you want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear. You got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmissions. That's right, High Gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmissions. It's home of the modified number 13P, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the season-ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with High Gear. Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them. And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race, that's right, New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too.
All right, we're back, and we got a couple things we want to talk about. Fred, now, how many races you got left for the vintage car? And
2.
Danielle's in here.
Yep. So I'll get my transmission out this week so I can take down Anthony and have him put my rem shifter in, which I'm really, really looking forward to. 'cause
Yeah, and
I'm really looking forward to
when
driving.
you're
like
a big
human.
guy, it's hard to reach down in between there when you're all buckled in. So we got a hold of you know who, High Gear,
Gear
and
transmissions.
and they hook Fred up with a REM shifter to where it's right up top here, and he don't have to reach down in between his legs. He's not telling you the whole truth why he can't reach down there, but I know why.
My arms are short.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. But anyhow,
Well, next year I'm going to work on that so I could.
no, that ain't it either. That ain't it either. The ladies know why. I'll leave it at that. But anyhow,
That's a lie.
well, you got all these buttons you're not
Yeah,
using.
what the hell? No, I'm not going to do that. I'll leave it go.
But no, this is what our show was supposed to be about. We were supposed to be able to concentrate on the people that we invite here, the people that we talk about, and have a good time. In the beginning, it was frustrating because Fred had to get a good computer for us. This guy's went above and beyond what he should have done for this show, and I appreciate everything that he's done. Not only that, but letting me
Our sponsors helped me out with that.
have an outlet, and our sponsors have helped us out. High Gears helped us out. Mr. Bob's
Stage Chiropractic.
Stage Chiropractic.
Five
of
Peaks
course.
Media, whose
Five
studio
Peaks
we're in.
Media, whose studio we're in. We call it our studio, but it's really Five Peaks Media. Greg does a hell of a job. And all that stuff you see on CBS for the NFL, that's our magic
And actually,
man.
he's doing the CBS morning show now. Too.
Yep, and he's doing a CBS morning show. So you can't see Craig, but you're seeing his magic with all the stuff that's going on there for the football, for the morning show. He's doing all that stuff. So we got to give Craig a lot of credit. And he does a wonderful job, and he's so meticulous at what he does. I mean, we're doing what we're doing with this, but when Fred does America's Mechanic, just check out some of the highlights. That's all Craig's stuff.
Go to my YouTube channel. The America's
go to the
Mechanic,
YouTube channel. If you're
America's
on
Mechanic YouTube.
If you're on our YouTube channel, you guys can share
Yeah,
this,
it'll
guys.
link.
Share this to your
Yeah.
page. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. We're going to be going to a couple more different outlets. We're on Lowdown Entertainment right now. We're on our Facebook page and our YouTube page, our Wide Open Wednesday page. But yeah, you guys doing that will help us out tremendously. Don't forget tomorrow at 9:00, Fred will be on WBCB, and he will be doing America's Mechanic. And then at 9:30 to 10, he will be doing Need for Speed. Of course, I'll call
extension
in
of Wide Open Wednesday.
an extension of this. And
Earl Krause will call
Earl
first.
Krause will call. He
Nick
had
Marco will call.
he had something he had to do. NASCAR Nick will call a short version of NASCAR Nick. If you're listening, Nick, a short version, Nick. So, and we got to thank Kate Brown for doing what we're doing. Kate's been just so busy lately. I've been trying to get her in the studio here with us, but she's been so busy we haven't had a chance to get her in here. She's in the midst of selling her house and doing all that kind of stuff. So she'll be closer to us once she gets doing what she's doing. We miss Warren's wisdom. We wanted to have him in here.
Yeah, Warren's all over the place.
Yeah, and Leadfoot Ladies of Racing. We
Yeah.
wanted to do another segment of that. Tracy Appleby, we want to thank her for
Yes,
coming on board
Tracy.
with us. Chris Bennett, of course. Fletcher's Garage. I don't know where that guy comes from, but he's amazing. He helps us out a lot. And don't forget, gang, if you have a problem with your car, you can either call WBCB on Thursday mornings, or you can get a hold of Fred. He'll take care of you, whatever you need. And if he can't take care of you, guess what? Your car's broke. That's all I'm going to tell you.
I'll
He
make
can't
it, I'll
fix
make
his
it
car.
on, bro.
Yes,
There hasn't been too many I haven't been able to.
that's right. So
They give me fights, but
in the meantime, I'm going to let Fred run his mouth about the vintage stuff, what dates are coming up and stuff like that there. And I'm going to try and see if I can fish us another guest here real quick.
yeah, actually, our next we have 2 races left, or runs, not races. They're both on Friday nights. One's going to be September 26th, so I'll be back and my transmission will be ready. But and then the other one I think is October 24th. It's like one of the last races of the year in New Egypt, so I'll be out there kicking it up again, kicking some dirt with Nick Marco, Jim Hawks, a couple of the other guys out there. I can't even think of their names right now, but I'm sure Nick will correct me on that. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting that. I'm really looking forward to getting that shifter. I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to doing this and not this. So drive like a human. I get out on the front stretch. You get up to speed and so you can shift. And then by the time I reach down there, I get it under speed and I'm grinding. So I'm like, I'm gonna have Anthony check my trans too.
Hey,
and the clutch.
And talking about Anthony, Danielle, this is addressed to you. Is Anthony, your husband, around? Is he near you? Is your husband near you? Because if he's near you, I will send you the link and we would like to talk to him. He can talk about transmissions on here if he would like.
Yeah. Yep. So,
that would be cool.
Yeah, next year I hope we get a bunch more runs in New Egypt. I think our vintage club is running down Bridgeport next weekend. Nick can fill me in on Nick Marco can fill me in on that. I think they're running down Bridgeport, but I won't be here. I'll be out in Ohio. Out there hanging with Dad. And hopefully he's got a whole bunch of pictures for me out there. Also, while speaking of pictures, I want to thank this guy for hooking me up and Tommy Lane for a fantastic picture, the composite picture he did for me. You probably saw it on my Facebook page because I'm all happy about it. It's all over I put it all over the place. I got it hanging in my office and all. But yes, thank you and Tommy very much for that picture. And that means a lot to me because, growing up watching, seeing Ace Lane's pictures, and going at Flemington, going to the merch stands and stuff, and just looking at the pictures, couldn't buy any and didn't have any money. I was 7, but getting the pictures. I think my dad's got a picture of Billy O back then with the statewide car. And
I remember going to Windsor when the black and white composites, and they would put them on the T-shirt.
Yeah.
The same night you'd pick one, and then they put it on the T-shirt. I had Glenn Fitzgerald, Freddie Domchowski. I had a whole bunch of them, but they're my favorite kind of pictures, the composites. Yeah. And I think the picture really, really sheds a light on you. It's a pretty cool picture. So,
and man, it's a real honor to have a Lane picture. Something I never really ever thought I would have.
I have a lot of them, even when I ran a go-kart. Never got a composite done by Ace. But yeah, pretty cool deal. Got a lot of composites of my brother that Ace did. It's really sad that he's not around no more. But the cool thing is Tommy is experimenting and doing different things, and he's the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I put that picture. That's in the centerpiece of all my ones done by Jim Brown and Harry Meeks. I got a bunch of my car and a bunch of other cars, out there, and I got Zach Brown. The one
I don't know why you got him on here. That's the scared of.
There's an empty seat in there, but
that's the scared of.
But
that's the scared of rats away. Sorry,
that's what I keep Dom Antonelli's down there, scared of rats away.
Yeah, where is Dom?
Yeah.
Dom's usually on here. Him and Glenn are usually on here. So, what seems to be the problem? Where's Glenn and where's Dom? So, but no, what I am going to do now is I think I'm going to, let me see here. I'm trying to do something here.
What I want to do with the vintage and New Egypt is make it to, I know we're just kind of a filler, just something to do. There's more of us just running around. We're not a class. We're not racing. We're not getting any money. It's just for us. But I'd like the people to not want to have to get up and, feel like they have to get up. Oh, now it's vintage cars. I'm going to go take a piss. Or,
right. Yeah, exactly.
Or I'm going to go be a part of the show. Get my sausage sandwich, which I don't blame. But I would like to.
Whoop. That's me, Fred. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get beat up. Never mind.
What I wanted to do, I can't do.
Yeah, I want to have the little more excitement in going around the vintage cars. So me and Nick Marco will work on that and see if we can have some fun next year and really crank it up a bit. Maybe get, instead of 6 races, maybe 8 races or 10 races. I know he's been talking to Chris about adding some laps for us, which is great. I'm looking forward to that.
Well,
because it seems like as soon as they get up to speed, it's over.
I think once Chris gets through this year with all the rainouts and everything, then he'll be able to plan a good schedule. He's got a lot of good ideas. And I think once he does that, then we can get in the office with him, whether it be Nick or you or me or whatever.
I'll even sponsor I'll sponsor a vintage night. Fletcher's Garage vintage night.
I think what we should do is Vintage Fan Fest
There you go.
by Fletcher's Garage and have all them cars go down in the picnic area. You know what I mean? And then the people can get up close and personal with them. He had that one out on the racetrack, which is excellent.
That was yeah,
That was
I missed
excellent.
that
But
one too,
of course, you weren't there.
right.
But if they do a fan fest like we used to do, we take each division and put them in turn for. The premise of him putting all the cars out on the front stretch was you got all the cars and everybody could go out. Where if you do it in the turn 4 picnic area, you can't get all the cars
Yeah, you might get
in the turn
you
4
might get
picnic
6 to
area.
10 cars
So,
out there,
but
that's still
yeah,
fine.
and Danielle said, Mr. Tramontana is underneath the race cars. She sent me his phone number, so we're going to get him on another date
Okay.
because we're going to start getting guys in here like him that do transmissions, other people that do other things for racing, and we're going to try
Jimmy
and talk
Horton
to
on
them.
here for more than one reason.
Yep.
Arch Radiators.
Arch Radiator, yep. And me and Fred have been kicking around the motorsports thing. I don't know if we're going to have a car, but we're definitely going to have a table probably set up at
Yeah, I'm not gonna
motorsports
drag, I
again.
don't know if I'm going to drag my car because I'm going to, after the season, I'm going to tear some of it down and like reposition the body and do a couple other things. And
See, now Don Allen had to bring this up, okay? He had to bring this up. So,
oh, he needs another GoFundMe. Yes, he does.
yes, yes, he does. So, all right. Now, if you're wondering, if you just popped in here for the first time and you don't know what that means, this is what that means. You'll know this is old because everything's backwards, but you'll get the premise.
Yeah, well, I got a second here. I want to put out a PSA.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And we had some a tragedy in New Egypt this week. And so if anybody's got a 2.3 Ford block laying around, you're not doing anything or something cheap, I mean, our man Dominic Antonelli, he needs a new 2.3 four cylinder. I mean, it's a shame if nobody has one. The sponsor trying to take care of them, but the sponsor just can't keep up with them.
Yes,
So
one of
we
them
might-
being Fred.
That's what I mean. So if we can't find him at 2.3 pretty soon, I'm going to have to start a GoFundMe page for Dominic Antonelli and his 88 car and the 4 cylinders. So,
Oh my goodness!
love you,
Yeah,
Doc.
yeah, Dom. We're going to start a GoFundMe page. You may get a lot of hits on that. You may be able to buy a brand new car, brand new motor, whatever. That's just wrong. See, Don, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
all right.
Let's see.
Actually, we got him another motor, but it didn't help.
Dom's got what's he got? What did he say?
He was running strong when he first got that motor, and then
Yes.
he let
Yes,
loose.
I just sent Dom a link and told him to come on. He probably ain't ever going to talk to you and I again, Fred. Him or Glenn McIntyre.
That was all meant with love.
All meant with love. We love you, Dom, the bomb, Antonelli. How can you not love Dom? He's got a bad back. He did have a bad back. He had something wrong with his back. Sage Chiropractic.
There
Dom,
you go.
we got you covered, man. You go there, you see Dr. Mike. He hooks you up, gives you a nice adjustment. He takes care of everybody. Don Allen's laughing. Don, he's going to come get your address. He's going to come looking for you, buddy. So, but yeah. Another thing we got to talk about, big news that came out right before we came on.
Mhm.
You're kidding me. They suspended James Blewett from now. Where's Matt Roser at? Matt, you still here? All right. They suspended James Blewett from Wall, I guess, because you seen it. They have the shirts around. I ordered 2 of them, one for me and one for Fred. Free James Blewett. Now, come on, guys.
Yeah, I think
We
it started out as one thing, and it
and it
when they did,
escalated.
It escalated.
It escalated.
and then now it's a pissing match. So,
Everybody has their own opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they usually stink. Okay, but if you watch the footage, you can take that a couple ways. But there's no way what happened was intentional. There's no way. I was always told that if you get black flag, it's for doing something intentional. That's not intentional. Okay, that's just wrong. And then to suspend him. Do you not need people in the stands? That kid's got to, and his family's got to bring a lot of people in the stands. And don't get your panties in a wad and get all mad because it's my opinion. It's not the opinion of Wide Open Wednesday. It's Nick Leach's opinion. Okay. But I just think it's kind of stiff. I think it's kind of wrong. Matt, would you like to give your opinion? Because you got an opinion on everything. But I'm just saying it came out today that they suspended them. They're going to go race somewhere else.
Long Island.
Long Island. They're going to go on Long Island. If you can't get to Long Island and support them, you can go watch it on Flow. He's a good kid, and trust me, I watched the footage several times. How do you get black flag for something that happens behind you? I just.
I mean, I've seen some of the comments on there where they said, oh, well, he went up high on him, and I'm like, well, he didn't intentionally block anybody.
Right.
I think it just went up the track and didn't see who was back there. Plus, I mean, everybody's racing. It's an equal thing out there, but he's a young guy. He's going to learn. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best move. Whether it was, it wasn't intentional. Maybe I won't do that again now that I see what can happen.
Right.
What kind of
now, see, Matt's got a good point. Black flag is to get off the track. Nothing to do with intentional interaction. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I
think the suspension came from the extracurricular activity, and they felt that they were humiliated, which maybe they should be. I don't know. I don't know the track.
Yeah,
I know I wouldn't have done it.
And not because he brings up 150
Right.
people, whatever. Not because of that. It's just the premise of the thing. And if you watch it, you can have 5 people that don't like Jimmy Blewett or James Blewett, or 100 people. They're going to say, he was wrong, throw him out. Then you'll have 200 people that like them.
Mhm.
And I'll tell you how I got to like Jimmy Blewett. This is how it happened. Somebody told me Jimmy Blewett this, Jimmy Blewett that. I said, this guy can't be all that bad. I got to meet this guy.
Mhm.
I met him. 5 minutes after I met him, fell in love with the guy. Anytime I ever need anything, he's always there for me. Anytime they ever need anything, he's there for them.
Yeah, anytime I've had a conversation with him, it's been like
Yes.
right on.
And if they called him tomorrow, he would probably suck it up and say, okay, for the better of the racers, for the people, I'll do it.
Yeah.
He might not want to do it, but he would do it. That's just the kind of person he is. And sit down, have a board meeting, talk. This is just nonsense. You just don't do this. I don't understand. Both sides handle it wrong, and it got out of control. This is what Matt's saying.
I agree.
The crash was a result of James changing lanes, but drivers needed to look past their radiator caps. I don't think he changed lanes, but how is he to know? He can't drive their cars too, Matt. That's crazy.
Actually, I think the car that he blocked didn't even get into the cars that were two behind him. I think it's just those two. They checked up and went into each other. It was
Right.
in my opinion. Again, I'm not going to.
Cars have brakes. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. There's another pedal, and that's the problem with a lot of racing. Guys don't know where the other pedal is in the goddamn race car. You need to know where that other pedal is. And you see it in New Egypt. Guy gets in there hot. He doesn't mean to run into the guy and turn him around, but he does. You have to make that call. I've been standing in 1 and 2, and somebody said, well, he literally took him out. No, he didn't. He was coming down, and it happens. You know what I mean? It's just my problem that I have with corner flaggers. None against you, Matt. You're not there to watch the race. You're there to do a job. If you're supposed to be watching 1 and 2, if something happens in 1 and 2, you tell me what happened in 1 and 2. If you can't tell me what happened in 1 and 2, that tells me you're not doing your job and you're not watching where you're supposed to be watching. Done. You're done. If I have you as a turn 1 flagger, you should be watching turn 1. I don't want to know that I was watching the backstretch. Why? Your job is to watch turn 1. I want to know if a leaf blows in turn 1, you should be able to tell me. And if you can't, you don't need to have that job.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Right. Yeah, I think it was a bad call, and it was handled wrong on the backside by both of them.
Yep.
But,
Yep. What's up, Chris Bennett? One of our
yeah.
proud sponsors of Wide Open Wednesday.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just I'm kind of flabbergasted on how it escalated to this.
Yeah,
point.
it got to this
He
point. It
should've-
got way out of hand. It should have
Even
never
if the
gotten
black
out of
flag
hand.
was warranted, I don't see where
Yes.
a suspension comes in.
Yes. I've been around racing too long and seen a lot of stupid stuff. I think there could have been a meeting of the minds,
Hmm.
but you know, it is what it is, and they're using him as an example, and that's just didn't need to be done. That wasn't warranted, I don't think. And
that's their loss for the rest of the year.
yeah, exactly. There's going to
maybe in
be
the future. I don't know.
there's going to be some open spots.
Yeah, I don't know what the
in the
future holds
grandstands.
for Wall Stadium for next year because the Crouses are coming out. But
Yep.
who knows? It could be.
Fred,
be
you
better.
got a good lawyer because we're probably going to get a letter for defamation of character. I think
From who?
from them.
What? From Wall? I didn't defame anybody.
There
There we go. We need a lawyer.
look. You want to say that out loud, or you want me to say it out loud?
Okay.
All right, we're going to give Dom Antonelli a pass. He just sent me a text. He said he's laying low this week. Dom Antonelli never laid low in his life, ever, ever.
Actually, I think this week he has. I haven't seen him much on Facebook.
See, now Matt says this. I love you, Matt. Would have been different if the 24 car wasn't involved. I don't even know who the 24 car is,
Right.
but
I get what you're saying, though, Matt. Yeah.
see, Fred knows. Fred's been there.
I love Wall. I love Wall Stadium.
I love Ball Stadium too.
Been there a couple times this year and some good running.
We just don't need this kind of drama at racetracks that's
Right.
going to keep fans from going there. And, you know, like I said, 100 people will agree with the track, and then there's 200 people that'll agree with Jimmy and them, and they won't go back. So who suffers?
Right.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody suffers. I seen it when a little fat guy wasn't at the racetrack for a whole year announcing on the microphone.
The black flag would have been forgotten about in a week.
Exactly. But it is what it is. They're going to go to New York, right?
Yep. Running Long Island. I forget the
Long
name.
Island.
Forget the name of the track, but there's a few up there, and they'll do well.
They'll do well, and maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get to see them some of the end of the year shows at New Egypt and on the dirt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not going to Long Island.
no, why
That's,
not?
that's a long ride.
Oh, come on, Fred.
It's like going to Cincinnati.
All right, we got to do this real quick. We're going to mention the rest of our sponsors. Got to thank these guys here, Low Down and Dirty, Low Down Entertainment's not Low Down and Dirty anymore. Joe and Bear. Joe was supposed to come on.
They
I
took
don't
a
know
shower.
what,
They're
I
not
don't-
dirty anymore.
They're not dirty anymore. They took a shower. Bear Slosser and Joe Adams. They hooked us up with Miss Slaughter and for tonight's show. So we thank them for that. And we are a part of Low Down Entertainment now. So we appreciate them putting us on board with them. And this is Fred's favorite clip of all time.
There you go.
Now, say it on the screen. Who are the two drivers of them cars? Don't answer that, Fred. Who are the two drivers? Not the actors, the drivers of the black 55 Chevy and the yellow Deuce Coupe. Who are the drivers? Name them. Let's see who names them.
Did you know that Black 55 was
Two
also in
Lane Blacktop.
Two-lane blacktop?
You know that car's somewhere in Connecticut.
Yeah. Yeah, I was following it. My dad had a 55 Chevy. I always joke that I was conceived in the back of a 55 Chevy. My mom doesn't like that one.
I'm prone to 56 Chevy.
Yeah,
I like
56, nice one.
I like 56 Chevys.
I put an ad out there one time saying that, definition
Nobody,
of mechanic is somebody that was conceived in the back of a 55 Chevy.
Matt Roser, Milner, and Alfalfa. It ain't Alfalfa. Alfalfa played on the Little Rascals,
Yeah,
man.
I got that medal.
You better. Where's your wife at so she can check your soda?
I know what you mean, though. So close.
So close.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, where is it? Yeah, let's go with this.
No, I got something.
There you go. You got
I got something. Man. Where are we at? Did you hear that? Come on,
Now I
man.
heard it.
Jeez.
Oh, Magoo, you done it again.
That is a fourth turn flagger. Oh, my God.
Oh, Matt Roser, you've done it.
Oh,
again.
Magoo, you done it again.
Yeah. He's gonna be waiting for us down the
I'm
stairs.
glad I'm not going to be in New Egypt next
Oh,
time.
gee, thanks, Fred. Oh boy. Yep. James already has a dirt car sitting in his garage there, Don.
All right.
He'll come to New Paul Mancini.
All right.
He's
Hey,
an
Paul.
AC. He's an AC drinking. Paul, if I send you the link, you want to come on so we can bust your balls? Nah, we only got a couple minutes left. So, and Fred needs to have dinner so he can go back to the shop and with his machete and try and take care of a couple of customers. And he has to put up a Falcwell.
I got to go find a beer.
All right, hold on here, gang. I'm going to get our sponsors taken care of here.
Up next, we have Fletcher's Garage. That's right, the main sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, and they are located at 480 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Their phone number is 215-295-4931, and their motto is, if they can't fix it, it's broke. It's home of America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and he also does Need for Speed on WBCB on Thursday mornings. So keep an eye out for Mr. Fletcher, America's mechanic. Also, we have Reliable Consulting, Sales, Training, and Marketing, brought to you by Chris Bennett. His phone number is 215-206-9053. We thank all our sponsors for participating on Wide Open Wednesday. Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right, Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that give Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are our official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Carey and go see Dr. Mike.
All right, I have somebody that has a question here, so we'll put that up on the screen. Matt, you want to address this? Anybody know anything about why Tech at New Egypt didn't test fuel Saturday night? Matt, can you touch on that? Because I wasn't down there.
Me neither. Had nothing to do with it.
Fred, you were there. Don't
No, I
lie.
was not.
I seen you incognito. You were hiding. I saw you.
I was in my backyard having a garage beer.
Paul Mancini, would you like to elaborate on that? Paul can't elaborate on that because
Nah.
he had a problem already. So,
Oh, Matt is drinking, huh? All right, Matt, go for it.
Matt is an AC drinking. Is that what you think, Paul? Oh,
I'm good.
well, Matt is drinking.
All right.
I'm
jealous. I'm jealous about AC, and I'm jealous about
Yeah, we should be there. That's all right. You'll be down there with Pop.
Yeah, we'll be having some beer
All right,
out there.
we
I'll
gotta
take some
do-
garage.
Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, 668 Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the lens at Wide Open Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL. He's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic.
All right, Mike, I have the answer to your question. All right, buddy. You asked the question, I have an answer for you.
How about new? How about new?
There you go, Mike. Yeah, we got to thank all our sponsors who take care of us, and we wouldn't be able to do this without them. Our sponsors.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of guests next week because, so we don't do what we did. Insulting people.
Yeah, insulting people, and it turned into a stand-up comedy.
Insulting a whole speedway.
Trust me, I could,
Well, it's not the first time for
we
you.
can
It's
run
the first
away
time
with
for
it.
me. I don't usually do
we
that.
can run. Fred gets beat up all day long, so.
Yeah.
Mike said that. That's what I figured. They didn't want to know. You're absolutely correct, Michael. How
about no?
There you go, pal. See? But it's just one of them deals where I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Now this week there's no racing at New Egypt except for the monster trucks. The monster trucks are there. And I might add that Ryan Godown won the coal cracker at Big Diamond after winning the championship at New Egypt. After he won the feature, all the champions won their respective features and championships, except for Steve Davis, who Steve's not a slick. He's a slick track guy. He's not a track with bite guy. So when I talked to Steve, he said, I'm not one of them guys that's a hammer down guy. I'd rather be dry, hard, slick. So Steve was probably the only one. And Nick Marco chimes in with Mike. He chimes in with maybe nobody challenged the fuel or the engines. That could be. Mm-hmm. If you want to know what's going on inside of something, you got to put up the money, I guess. Nick, short and sweet tomorrow. Short and sweet, Nicholas. Okay? I know you probably got 5 pages over there. Nick drives the 707.
He wants more time on there.
Nick drives the 707 vintage car, beautiful race car, built by the same guy that built Freddie's car. So, no. No.
How about no?
How about no, Nicholas?
We'll talk to you tomorrow, Nick.
But we will talk to you tomorrow, Nick. Bring Joe Sweat on sometime and see how he decides. You got any crickets on there? I think I got crow. Let's see what I got here. Here, Mike.
What a maroon. What an ignoramus.
All right, I'm getting hungry.
All right, Fred's getting hungry, and we got to do what we got to do. Great show tonight. Yes, everything went well as expected, and now we can take phone calls, guys. We'll let you know what number you can call, so you can call in, so nobody can see your face, and you can talk crap. But you know, me and Fred are going to tell people who you are, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we appreciate you being on here. We appreciate everybody coming on the live stream with us. We want to thank Kyle Koretsky, Billy Kleinspin. Shannon Slaughter. She done an excellent job coming on here with us. That was pretty cool to have her on. And all the regular players. We did not have any Earl Krause. He'll be on tomorrow with Fred. From 9 to 9:30. It's America's Mechanic. What's the topic tomorrow, Fred?
Probably check engine lights.
Check engine lights?
Yeah, sounds about
okay.
Right.
What was the latest one you did for America's Mechanic film-wise?
That was at the State of the Industry.
Oh,
which,
boy.
We have out there on the YouTube channel.
What was that, a 2-hour version?
It could have gone.
Okay.
But, no, we try to keep them around 10, 15 minutes.
Here's what you gotta catch the tire. America's Mechanic. That's the one you want to catch, guys. I'm not going to say why. Catch the America's Mechanic YouTube tire version. That's the one you want to catch. Trust me. You'll thank Uncle Nick for that. Okay.
That has nothing to do with my tire rep.
No, nothing. She's ugly. She's a sea hag. She rides in on a broom. You'll see. But anyhow, thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. And all you guys coming in the room with us. Just make sure if you go on the YouTube channel, you
subscribe.
Subscribe. Thank you, Fred. And don't forget tomorrow, 9 to 9:30, America's Mechanic, 9:30 to 10. It is
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed with Fred Fletcher, Nick Marco, Earl Krause, Nick Leach, and anybody else that wants to call in. Dom, get off your back. Call the show. Fred has a few pointers for you.
Yeah, I can't do that GoFundMe.
How do you get mud in the tires? Go through a mud puddle.
I'm trying in the mud.
Yeah, drive in the mud. There you have it. Well, how do you not come up light at the scale? Drive through a mud puddle, but you couldn't because there was no mud to drive through. All right, guys, we're ending this. We'll talk to you later. Fred's got to go pick up dinner, and I got to go home to my wife. Love you guys. Thanks.
All right, man.
Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being a part of Wide Open Wednesday. We'd like to thank all our sponsors and everybody involved here. Thanks for stopping in. We hope you enjoy the show.